second ball.
Alrighty.
To 5. The heads are
The
down.
SX1 Finale, man. Let's go. Tomac, Roxon inside. Looks like, oh, Tomac beat him that time. Roxon's got a good line on the inside, though. Great line. All right, so. All right, okay. Tomac's pushing it.
But it's Roxon who leads
away. Oh, Tomac made a mistake.
And already hands a big advantage to the number 94. Webb in 3rd place.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Roxon's serious today, y'all.
He's able to hold on to that 2nd place, and now he's got to get the job done catching Kenny. Good luck catching the
sprinting. If Kenny's going to push it hard the first bit, try to create a huge gap.
Good start for Justin Brayton, 4th place.
Then we try to lay back. Brayton's doing very well.
Right away, I think, in my estimation, in order to get Webb.
Tomac, of course, having the fire. Webb's in 2nd. Brayton and Webb. There you go again.
And of course, Justin Brayton and Cooper Webb tied on points at the moment.
Muscan again. You know, the first sprint today, Muscan looked really good. He's kind of falling off, and like Brayton's picking up the Muscan energy at this point. Looking really good. Just a little bit longer.
But the gap at the end of that first lap, 1 second between.
Yeah, Roxon's trying to hold his own. Create that gap early on.
Response here. We have plenty of time left. Remember, it's a 12-minute plus 1 lap main event here for the final race of the weekend. And Ken Roxon, 1.1 seconds clear. He set the fastest lap.
Yeah, Kenny's got to hit it hard, man.
44.0. So nothing
maintain it
between those two. As the circuit, the turns start to break down, consistency is going to be the key.
Yep.
Yeah, what we haven't seen this weekend over the 2 days is Tomac catch and pass Ken Roxon. So
yeah.
If he's going to end up with the King of Paris title, he's going to have to do it doing something he hasn't done all weekend, and that's catch and pass Ken Roxon. Ken Roxon's been able to catch and pass Eli Tomac. So interesting little dynamic set up here. Good job for Cooper Webb.
Kenny just seems more comfortable in indoor racing as it is.
This morning, I believe he was 8th. Quickest wasn't very good for Cooper Webb standards,
but turned it into a 3rd in the Super Bowl.
I mean, are we looking at a revitalized Ken Roxon? I mean, it's 2023 Monster Energy Supercross going to be, you know, even more eventful because Kenny just seems like, okay, it's one or two things. Either he's got that fire or this format just really fits Kenny's style. You know what I mean? This format, this 3-1-4, or this 3 race format, kind of like your, what do we call it? What do we call it? We call it something particular.
For Kenny, that last lap around, that was his best, the 43.9 for Eli Tomac.
Yeah, so 2 laps in, and Kenny's gone fastest lap. So is there going to be another one better than 43.7 this time around? No, it's not. 44.0.
But sorry about that. If
so nothing in it again between these two.
Close. Look at those
this just might be Kenny's format.
Rider was
but either way, it should give him the motivation and the excitement, the energy to pump back in once 2023 season kicks off in February, man. I'm excited to see. I'm curious when all this is said and done, is somebody going to pick Kenny up, because he's proven he still has plenty of gas in the tank, still capable. Tomac can't catch him here. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing. He's having a little bit of trouble with that.
Just the timing.
3-4-2 going out of that.
And this just playing into the hands of Roxon, of course, just who's imperfect at the moment. But
Brayton just holding his own.
The SX2 race, you know, inch perfect, and you know, those kind of consistency with whoop speed and things like that can come up and bite you in the backside. But you know, you don't expect it from these professionals at this level, but every now and again, you just never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, Muscan isn't riding bad.
This is fun to watch. That whoop speed is incredible.
It was just interesting how strong he looked in the first sprint. Second sprint, he kind of just fell back, and here we are in the finale, and he's just, again, just kind of not there.
He did, absolutely. Super Ross, and he's having a nice race. 6th place for Cedric, and again,
nice to see Super Ross.
So it's good to see him even out there riding right now.
I like these different names in here, man. Just really pumped for the rest of the series to go, man.
The 5 guys ahead of him, 6 is probably what he was hoping for, even at 100%.
Roxon is maintaining, bro.
This weekend, you know, such as the speed and the consistency of Roxon, Tomac, Webb, Brayton, and Marvin Muscan. As it stands right now, Roxon would walk away with a 2-point win over Eli Tomac to be crowned.
We've seen it before, though. Anything can happen, man.
They tie on
those whoops could bite.
We will see how that tie break works.
Here we go. Tomac 3, 4. Still goes a little long, but it's better than it's been for sure. So good job for Eli Tomac. Oh, Cooper Webb's off the track.
Oh, Webb, and that allows Brayton to go through. That's his 3rd place, done and dusted, because Muscan goes through as well, I believe.
What?
Yes,
What did he
and
do?
look how tricky it is.
Just pick a
It's
bad
obviously
line?
hard. You've got the concrete, you've got the hard boards, you've got the loose dry dirt as well. You can't just get
And he
back
couldn't
on the track
immediately,
and hope for the
couldn't
best.
immediately get
So
back on the
Cooper
track.
Webb
You
then
could tell.
just cost
Webb's
him
smart
3rd
enough to know if he had the way to
position
get
in
back
this
on, he
overall
would have immediately, but he
King
had
of
to do it
Paris,
safely.
Classification, if you like.
Yeah, you got to be careful. We've seen many riders crash trying to get back onto the track, right, with the slippery concrete and everything else.
I don't know if y'all remember that dragon back that caught Webb off guard, and he landed on that concrete outside part of the track, and it just looked like it. Yeah, and I think it then ended up being like the end of the season for him. He was on a good tear, like he was running it very well, and then he kind of just fell back.
So is there going to be a late surge? 6.5 minutes thereabouts, plus a lap. And the gap now.
Tomac's not letting Roxon get too far ahead of him. So like he's saying, it could literally be that he's trying to relax and he's going to put the push on the neck, last little bit, try to gap that.
Tomac's made up, and look, this is the longest race of the night. Who does fitness play in? It's Eli Tomac. We all know that.
Yeah, Tomac has fitness down pat, bro. You'll never. I don't think I'll ever see a rider that has the type of fitness for long races as Tomac. I mean, Tomac could literally push the whole race, and
this is just amazing. Right there.
he has another level in his genes, man.
It looks like you in '94.
Cheers, mate. Railing outside.
Yeah.
Looks like Tomac's going to be able to do something. He just looks like he's a bit quicker. Even though Roxon's riding real smooth and he's running it pretty quick,
Roxon under pressure.
Yep, you'll get it. Yeah, you know what's interesting to see?
Looking clean.
They're pulling away from Justin Brayton. They're pulling away from Marvin Muscan. Both of these top 2 guys, they're not setting their fast times right now, but they're still going quite a bit quicker than the other guys, and I think that's just where you see the tip of the spear, the elite of the elite. Right?
I'm telling you guys,
we've got 5 minutes to go here.
Roxon is an elite rider. I think the last couple seasons have been rough for him and gassed him out. Seeing him in this World Supercross Championship, checking out all these different arenas and running it, it's I think it's evident, it's clear. Roxon has every bit of the capability to contend with those other riders. Again, this format may be to his benefit, but he's got the speed. He just knows what to do. Even if Tomac were to beat him in this race, Kenny is still definitely capable of being a champion in Monster Energy Supercross. Wonder why he's not doubling right there. Is it smoother? Because it looks like he's losing just a hair of time by not doubling out of that turn.
Ken Roxon's got to figure out what he's riding next year. We don't even know. Could he end up with the Honda Genuine Parts? Maybe. Could he end up on a Suzuki? Maybe.
I wonder if we'd see, wow, Suzuki and Supercross, like, actually contending for the lead. We ain't seen that in a while, have we? Not that, I want to see Kenny riding. I don't know. I don't know if he'd do would Kenny do privateer, like, seriously? And if so, how long would he do it? That's the real question.
3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. The gap is under a second.
I'm just happy to see him out there pushing it, doing what he can do. I've always been a Ken Roxon fan. He rides really smooth. He rides really smart. Yeah, see, he lost too much time last time. He did it that time. He gained that time back. He must have did something, bobbled in the turn or something of that nature, lap before. Because Tomac's closing the gap. That's what I was worried about last couple of minutes of the race. Tomac's going to push up on him, be able to make that pass and secure it, and just gap it. Because, like I say, nobody pushes the way Tomac can push. The guy you don't want on your 6 is Tomac, and you don't want him to be within striking range, because he will.
He's just doing everything right, all of his markers, and this is why we're still seeing that gap of about a second between the Honda and the Yamaha.
Yeah, Kenny pulled it back out a little bit.
Yep. I think there's just sections on this track that Kenny's a little bit smoother, a little bit faster, and there's sections on this track that Tomac's able to really just gap it back out, but
they have between each other is phenomenal.
10 years on even.
Yeah, it's incredible what the races these guys have had.
It is great to watch these guys.
kind of know how each other rides. They're not dirty, either one of those
Nope,
guys.
neither one of them. I mean, they might block pass, but like the only time I've really seen either one of them really push somebody out of the way and not really do a super clean pass is when they've been riding behind that bike for a while, and that's like the only option. Otherwise, I love the way both of these guys ride. Fast, effective, smart, smooth, not too aggressive.
Had a little bit worse of a run on the whoops than he's had that time around, and so it kind of negates Kenny's rear end.
Lock it up, push it back out.
So
Look at that.
We'll see close to the same gap.
I mean, they're there, man.
Paul, you nailed
Tomac's
it.
right
Traffic is
on
coming. We're seeing some good guys
Roxon's
in their own
tail,
battles.
bro.
Guys like the spray, guys like
Before he's
Cordon
even
that are
out of the
having their own
turn,
races.
Tomac's in the turn.
They
So
gotta
it's
get out of the way here shortly.
Yeah, out of the final turn then, another lap.
they're serious, man. They're running it.
And Roxon continues
Good
to
job
lead
on the camera
this time
crew
by
for being able to
1.2
catch those
seconds.
clips
Traffic on the right
and
again.
showcasing
They
that,
do
though.
their best
That's
to move out.
in
Another
that
slip up
super
on the rear
slow mo.
wheel
That's super
for
great,
Roxon as
in
he
my
gets on
opinion.
the gas out of
Super,
that
super.
first turn.
We got 1:40 to go.
Probably
Gap
got
is
like 3 laps.
1.2. And
3,
this
4
is for
laps
all the
left.
marbles. This is for the King of Paris. So it's a pretty cool race going on. Really, really cool to see these two guys push each other.
Good to see Kenny, man. I don't know if there's a lot of Ken Roxon fans out there, but I've been one for a long time. I've always wanted Kenny to do well. I hate when he you know, has some disastrous times, some bad races and stuff like that. But I swear, like this off season where he's kind of doing these different types of races could be exactly what he needs to come back to Monster Energy Supercross and showcase what he can do, be right back up on top. And I think he's also got more of that drive. Like Honda dropped him, right? Like now he's got to, like me, if I was Kenny and Honda dropped me, I would so hardcore come back with every bit of fire and want that I could ever have and push that to the max, make them regret it, make them apologize for it, because they think they got somebody to replace him, and I don't think you can replace Ken Roxon, man. Not when he's on his game, not when he's on top. Hopefully this lit the fire under him. I mean, maybe it's one of those things that had to happen. You light that fire under a rider, and boom, they're back up on top. You make them wish that they didn't let you go.
These guys raced together. Was UK in Cardiff? You were there. And,
I didn't go. I watched it.
Yeah, the Cardiff race was actually a good race.
Feels like you're always at all times.
Tomac took that night, man. No joke. Tomac took that night. Tomac showed him exactly what he could do. We already know, though. We already know. Tomac's mean with it, bro. Probably another one of my favorite riders. It sucks some days because I'm looking at so many riders that I appreciate in their style, their speed, their capability, what they bring to the sport, and it's like you want them to win, but you don't want them to win. You know what I mean?
He seems pretty close to his vest when he talks to the media, but I hope he enjoys this. And I think
I'm not an underdog guy, but I do like to see people pushing. I like that good battle throughout the entire season. When you get on a 6-win tear, and you're like, you know, you got the season in the bag, barring, you know, DNFs and injuries. It makes got a little wobbly in there. It gets a little redundant, you know, a little tiresome, but when you've got you a good battle going on, anything's possible within that race. You can tell that they're racing really hard. That's what motocross supercross is. I think if Kenny just keeps it smart, man, he's done. He's got it. He's got to get through like what, 2 more links, and he's done.
First time here for the German,
which is what we want.
Puts on a show and takes the King
yes, sir. Let's go. Kenny with it, baby. I mean, the man went 3 for 3 in the finale. He showed up. He showed out. Brayton really did show up on the sprint in the finale, man. Brayton's doing work. I mean, I really like Justin Brayton too. Down there guy, super cool. Tomac put in work, no doubt. You know, good racing, guys. Let's go, Kenny. Yo, Kenny's back. 2023, Kenny's back. Don't doubt that, man. He's back.